Welcome back to The Board Journalist. Today's video covers a heartbreaking series of events that unfolded over the 4th of July weekend. What should have been a time for celebration across the country has instead turned into a weekend marked by devastation. From deadly floods in Texas to a tragic fireworks explosion in California, here are the stories that have left families shattered and communities in mourning. We begin in San Angelo, Texas, where massive rainfall submerged neighborhoods and overwhelmed emergency services. The flooding struck early Friday, sweeping through the city from the northeast side to downtown. In the Pauline neighborhood, homes were surrounded by floodwaters. An underpass near the Houston Hart Freeway filled with over 10 feet of water. Emergency responders, including the Texas Department of Public Safety and local police, worked swiftly to rescue trapped residents. A helicopter was deployed to scan the city for possible missing persons, and a temporary shelter had been established. The full extent of the damage is still under investigation. I'm very familiar with San Angelo, so to see the city flood is insane to me. It's very sad. I know that people work so hard for the things that they have. I know it's only material, but it's still devastating to have to start all over again. Next, we turn to Hunt, Texas, where devastating floods swept through Camp Mystic, a historic Christian summer camp for girls located along the Guadalupe River. The storm brought nearly a foot of rain overnight, causing the river to rise rapidly and overflow into surrounding areas. At least 43 people, including 15 children, died in Kerr County. Another 8 lives were lost in nearby counties. As of Saturday, 27 girls from Camp Mystic were still unaccounted for. Camp Mystic, founded in 1926, has long been a cherished retreat for girls. Evacuations began early Friday. Texas game wardens helped campers cross a flooded bridge using ropes for support. Some girls were airlifted to safety by helicopter. The youngest campers housed in cabins closest to the river were most at risk. The area, known as Flash Flood Alley, was hit with more than 10 inches of rain, far exceeding forecast. In just 45 minutes, the Guadalupe River surged 26 feet, overwhelming flood gauges and tearing through structures. Sadly, this region has seen tragedy before. In 1987, 10 children from another Christian camp drowned during similar flash flooding near Comfort, roughly 30 miles from Hunt.
The mayor of Kerrville was, naturally, visibly moved by what his town has experienced.
I'm thankful you're here. Today will be a hard day. Please pray for our community. Thank you.
Rescue coordinators explained the complexity of this ongoing operation.
It is a very harsh environment. We are doing what's called a primary search, which is basically a very quick search. But when I say quick, that is up, down, sideways. They're turning over as many rocks as they can, culverts up in trees. They are looking at every possible location. And then we'll start going into a layered approach.
Weather forecasters say the sheer volume of rainfall was a shock and hard to prepare for. President Trump has been kept across the developments, and he spoke briefly on Air Force One.
Oh, that's terrible, the floods. It's shocking. They don't know the answer yet as to how many people, but it looks like some young people have died. Any federal aid for that? Oh, yeah, sure. We'll take care of it. We're working with the governor.
I definitely pray that all bodies are recovered, and it's such an unfortunate situation. My heart is very heavy for the parents who are having to go through this right now. In Northern California, authorities confirmed the discovery of human remains after a massive fireworks explosion at a warehouse in Esparto. 7 people were initially reported missing after the Tuesday blast, which ignited a large fire and several smaller blazes across the area. 2 people were treated for injuries, but recovery efforts are still ongoing. Families of the missing have been notified, though no identifications have been confirmed.
They're moving towards recovery efforts. After this massive explosion, a fireball caught on video at a fireworks warehouse outside of Sacramento.
We cannot move forward and risk any more injury to anyone else on this scene. So I appreciate and understand how much you want answers.
Growing outrage and heartbreak. 7 people still unaccounted for as families wait for answers about their loved ones. Johnny Ramos saying his 2 sons are among the missing.
He said when he watched the video and saw the explosion, that's when he lost his hope. It's cruel, he says.
It was the first day on the job for 22-year-old Johnny Ramos Jr. and 18-year-old Jesus Ramos. He's expecting his first child.
And he told him, you're going to be a granddad. And he was so happy.
The company devastating pyrotechnics saying our hearts and thoughts are with those we lost, adding we will cooperate fully with the proper authorities in their investigation. Officials say they are now reviewing whether policies and procedures were followed.
And if they weren't followed, we're going to revise and modify those procedures so incidences like this won't happen again.
But families tonight grappling with the unthinkable.
Says they ripped his soul, his heart.
So much frustration and heartbreak there. Camila joins us now live. And Camila, any indication of when those families could learn more?
Nothing yet, Tom. Those family members, they're still gathered here, but authorities telling them to be patient. They're hoping to get more crews in by tomorrow morning.
This last clip wraps up today's video from the board journalist. For me, this 4th of July felt different, quieter, more somber. It's been raining heavily here in Texas, and with so much loss around the country, the usual sense of celebration just wasn't there. My heartfelt condolences go out to everyone who lost someone this holiday weekend. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.